Oh, God. All right. All right, guys, we are here for part 3 of our series 2 plus the series 1 holiday box. Just going to tag everyone that's in the break. Then we can do it at random. So 1 second here. Sound picture good? Okay. All right. Tagged everyone that's in the break. Looks like sound and picture are good. We'll give it a couple minutes. I know it's earlier here in the West Coast. 1 p.m. break. Figured we get this done now. That way everyone can continue to do what they're doing on the weekends. And we get this done. So the video will be up. I'll also post the YouTube in the chat. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate that. So there it is. So if you click on the YouTube link, and if you can, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. All our breaks will be going live at the same time on YouTube as well as Facebook. We'll give it a couple more minutes. I know probably we won't have a lot of people watching this one, but this is part 3. It was split into 3 parts. The entire case was split into 3 parts. So this is number 3. If you want to go back to see how we split up all 3 breaks, it is in the part 1 video, which can be found on YouTube, and it should still be up on Facebook as well. So it will show you how we split up all 3 breaks on that one. And this is the 3rd box of the holiday edition. No young guns in the first 2, so hopefully we get at least 1 young gun in this one. So yeah. So we'll go from there. In the meantime, we will go ahead and run the random, which will be done here live as well. All right, so I'll take the screen over. And just to make sure that everything is working, just gonna check this out. This was last night's dice, so we'll do a different one there. And this was yesterday's list randomizer, so we'll do a different one here. And looks like everything is showing good. All right. So here is our team list for part 3. We got Richard with the Anaheim Ducks, Maureen with the Boston Bruins, Tony with the Buffalo Sabres, Maureen with the Flames, Chris Vanderberg's got the Hurricanes and the Blackhawks, Nick Stedman's got the Avalanche and the Blue Jackets and the Stars, Dylan's got the Detroit Red Wings, Ryland's got the Edmonton Oilers, Florida Panthers, Samuel Bond's got the LA Kings, Andrew Kemp's got the Minnesota Wild, Norman's got the Montreal Canadiens, Chris has got the Nashville Predators, Nick with the Devils, Islanders are free random, Richard with the New York Rangers, Ryland with the Ottawa Senators, Nick with the Flyers, Norman with the Penguins, Maureen with the Sharks, Ryland with the Kraken, Richard with the Blues, Ryland with the Lightning, Andrew's got the Toronto Maple Leafs, Jatinder with the Utah Mammoth, Dennis Ho with the Vancouver Canucks, Nick Stedman with the Vegas Golden Knights, Richard with the Caps, and Ryland with the Jets. So we're just going to copy this list like we've done in the other last 2 breaks. And we will put it here on the list randomizer. Go to the New York Islanders and take them off the list. All right. Let's go back to our list here. Here are the teams that got 3 or more. If you had 3 or more teams, you get double the spots. We got Richard with 3, Ducks, Rangers, and Blues. Oh, sorry, with 4, and Capitals. So Richard with 4 teams. Maureen with 3, Bruins, Flames, and Sharks. Chris with 3, Hurricanes, Blackhawks, and Preds. Nick's got 6 teams, looks like. Avalanche, Jackets, Stars, Devils, Flyers, and Knights. And Ryland's got 6 teams with the Oilers, Panthers, Senators, Kraken, Lightning, and the Winnipeg Jets. So we're going to copy this one. Put it to the bottom of our randomizer. There we go, pasted there. So we got Ryland with the 6 teams there. We got Nick Stedman with his 6 teams there. Chris Vandenberg with his 3 teams. Oops, don't move that. Chris Vandenberg with the, going too fast with the cursor. There you go, Vandenberg with his 3 teams. Maureen with her 3 teams. And then Richard with his 4 teams right there. All right. So our list is ready to go. Let's roll the dice. We're going to roll 2 dice, 5 or more. And that's a number we're going to run with. 6 and 4, 10 times. We're going to run this list 10 times. Team on top will get the New York Islanders. Here we go. Good luck. 1, 2. We got 53 items in our list there. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. 9 times. Dice is 6 and 4, 10. 10th and final time. Here we go. Team on top gets the Islanders, and they are Ryland with the Edmonton Oilers. All right. So I'm just going to change that here. And we'll post it in the chat. Oh, sorry, not Edmonton Oilers. All right, we got Ryan with Edmonton Oilers. We'll bring the screen back to this. We'll take it off here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and post it in the chat. 1 second here. Copy. All right. We'll pin that. In the meantime, I'm going to print out the list, so I'll be right back. All right, list is pinned. I'm just gonna get my printout. Be right back. All right, we are back. I have the printout here, so everyone knows their teams. And winner of the random, Rylan, congratulations. We'll see if we hit any more Schaefers. We did hit it in the first part, so not sure if there's gonna be another one. We will see though. All right. So here are our last three boxes in the case, all marked down with 3. That was in the first part, and then also our holiday edition. So we'll open that first. You guys know the drill. We got a camera in the bottom corner, so all the boxes will remain on camera. And we can get started with box number 1, which is our holiday edition. Oh. All right. Okay. Good luck. Here we go. Let's start with our holiday edition first. Empty box. Oh. All right. Okay, I'm just going to rip them all open first. 4 cards per pack. One hit per pack. We are looking for our green foiled Young Guns. Also the holiday edition Dazzlers. So those are the hits that we are looking for. And of course you get your standard inserts that you get in Series 1. All right, there we go. All right, good luck. Let's see what we have here. Okay, make sure we got, yeah, our focus is good. Oh, we got to start off with the Young Gun right away. Going to the Philadelphia Flyers, we have a green Young Gun of Carson DeWart. That is going to Philadelphia. That is going to Nick. We got Mason McTavish for the Anaheim Ducks. Oh, second Young Gun. Going to the Tampa Bay Lightning. We have a green foiled Young Gun of Jack Finley. That is going to the Lightning. All right. Connor Hellebuck for the Jets. Eric Carlson for the Pittsburgh Penguins. So we got 2 green foiled Young Guns in this one. Makes up for the other two where we didn't get any Young Guns there. Tampa Bay, by the way, is Rylan. Oh, we got a oh, this is a nice box. We got a Holiday Blaster, and that's going to Seattle. Jarrett McCann going to Rylan with the Holiday Dazzlers. Florida Panthers, Kachuk and Barkov. Lane Hudson for Montreal. Sam Reinhart for Florida. William Nylander for Toronto. Mackenzie Blackwood for Colorado. And, oh, a third one. Wow. All right. Not the biggest names, but we got 3 green foiled Young Guns. Ozzy Weisblatt for the Nashville Predators. Chris Vandenberg for the Nashville Predators. All right, so I guess the best holiday box was, at least the one in terms of hits, would be that last one. All right. All right. We'll just top load these, and then we will move on to our first Series 2 box of the break. Oh, no. That was not a good top loader. All right, there we go. All right, moving on. It's gonna give more room here. Looks like we got more room based on the camera. All right, here we go. First Series 2 box of break number 3, or part 3. All right, good luck. All right. All right, we got Boomtown, Radko Gudas. Program of Excellence going to the Montreal Canadiens. Or no, not Montreal, sorry. This is Ryan Suzuki. This is going to the Carolina Hurricanes. There you go. And we got Sergei Bobrovsky for Florida. All right. All right, next one. Leon Draisaitl for the Oilers. Patrick Laine for Montreal. And a Ben Kindle Young Guns for Pittsburgh. Cale Makar for the Colorado Avalanche. Seth Jarvis for Carolina. Jack McBain for the Winnipeg Jets. Leo Carlson for the Anaheim Ducks. Alex Ovechkin for the Washington Capitals. And a Young Guns for Boston, John Ferranucci. We got a clear cut of Jack McBain going to the Utah Mammoth. Darcy Kemper for the LA Kings. Bo Horvat for the New York Islanders. Patrick Laine for the Montreal Canadiens. Nico Hischier for the New Jersey Devils. And Ryan Ufko, Young Guns for Nashville. Oh, we got a red glow up Going to the Winnipeg Jets, numbered 113 out of 199. Red glow up of Cole Perfetti. Ryland with the Winnipeg Jets. Kirill Kaprizov for the Minnesota Wild. Eric Carlson for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Cale Makar for the Colorado Avalanche. Matt Coronado for the Calgary Flames. And a Hunter Brustevich. There we go. Hunter Brustevich. Young Guns for the Calgary Flames. Zane Parekh. Dazzlers for the Calgary Flames. Jake Sanderson for the Ottawa Senators. Ryan Leonard. Portraits for Washington. Noah Cates for the Philadelphia Flyers. Philip Gustafson for the Minnesota Wild. And Young Guns also for the Wild. Hunter H. Ooh, we got a Young Guns outburst coming up. All right. Malkin for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Josh Manson for the Colorado Avalanche. Looks like it is a Young Gun. What do we got? Going to the New York Islanders. Oh, man. Right team, wrong player. New York Islanders. Silver Outburst Young Gun of Tristan Lennox. Wrong Islander. Got the right team, but the wrong guy. All right, last pack of this first box of series 2. Oh, we got a encore of Matthew Schaefer for the New York Islanders, Colton Parayko for St. Louis Blues, and a Young Guns of Dominic Fensor for Carolina. All right. Decent box. Silver Outburst Young Gun. Unfortunately, it's the wrong one. All right, I'm just going to sleeve and top load these, and then we will move on to our next one. Nice Matthew Schaefer insert, though. This Ryan Suzuki is going to the Carolina Hurricanes. All right, just going to top load the rest of these, and then we'll move on to our next box, which would be box number 3 of the break, box number 2 of the Series 2 hobby. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, here we go. Box 2. There we go. All right, here we go. Good luck. Mackenzie Blackwood for the Colorado Avalanche. Frederick Anderson for the Carolina Hurricanes. And Young Guns for the Tampa Bay Lightning, Dominic James. No, just a regular outburst, not a Young Gun. Dylan Guenther for the Utah Mammoth. Matthew Nye, Silver Outburst for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Beckett Senek, Portraits for the Anaheim Ducks. Sean Monahan for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Anthony Stolars for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And Young Guns for Chicago, Ryan Green. Oh, nice hit for San Jose. 45 out of 50. Sam Dickinson. Encore gold for the San Jose Sharks. That is going to Maureen and the San Jose Sharks. Nice hit. Toppled that right away. Matthew Nyes for Toronto and Anthony Cirelli for the Sharks. Very nice. 45 out of 50. I guess you can kind of say wrong player, but... Oh, you're welcome, Maureen. I mean, it would have been nice if it was Misa, but Sam Dickinson's a good player for himself, too. So, you're welcome, Maureen. All right. Nikita Kucherov for Tampa Bay. Kirill Marchenko for the Jackets. And a Tusky Young Guns for Utah. Tusky's been all over this case. That's 2 Young Guns and a high gloss in this one case. All right. Robert Thomas for the St. Louis Blues. Zeev Buium for the Minnesota Wild. And Steven Stamkos for Nashville. Alex Laferriere for LA. Sam Reinhart for Florida. And Alexander Nikishin, Young Guns for the Carolina Hurricanes. We have a clear cut of Nick Cousins for the Ottawa Senators. Kyle Connor for the Winnipeg Jets. And Elias Pettersson for the Canucks. Tyler Toffoli for the San Jose Sharks. Oliver Moore for the Chicago Blackhawks. And Arseny Gritziuk, Young Guns for the New Jersey Devils. Evan Rodriguez for the Florida Panthers. Jake Evans for the Montreal Canadiens. Lane Hudson also for the Canadiens. Cam Talbot for the Detroit Red Wings. Kirill Kaprizov for the Minnesota Wild. And Dmitry Shimashev, Young Guns for Utah. All right, last pack. Samuel Arison for the Philadelphia Flyers. Kent Johnson for the Columbus Blue Jackets. And Arbor Jacki for the Montreal Canadiens. All right, that was box number 3 in the break. Box 2 of the Series 2 hobby. We've got 2 more boxes to go. All right, just gonna grab my top loaders and then we'll move on to the next box. Box number 4 in the break. Okay, here we go. Number 3 right there. This is box number 4 of the break. Here we go. All right, Jacob Middleton for the Minnesota Wild, Brendan Hagel for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and a Michael Brandseg Nygaard. That is going to Detroit Young Guns. Silver Outburst, but a regular one. Hopefully it's a big name. Austin Matthews for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Zeev Buium for the Minnesota Wild. And William Nylander, not bad, for Toronto. Jeremy Swayman for the Boston Bruins. Paul Cutter for the New Jersey Devils. And a Taylor Ward, Young Guns for the LA Kings. Pop count 500 going to the Seattle Kraken, Yanni Niemann. That is going to Seattle, going to Ryland. Leon Draisaitl for the Edmonton Oilers, Brady Martin, portraits for Nashville. Samuel Eriksson for the Philadelphia Flyers, Radko Gudas for the Anaheim Ducks, and a Sam Dickinson, Young Guns for the San Jose Sharks. Vince Dunn for the Seattle Kraken, Elias Pettersson for the Vancouver Canucks, and a Matthew Schaefer insert for the New Jersey Devils Slaps. Mike Matheson for the Montreal Canadiens, Ilya Sorokin for the New York Islanders, and then Matvei Gridin for the Calgary Flames. We got a fluorescence red, Oliver Moore for the Chicago Blackhawks, Linus Ullmark for the Ottawa Senators, Tage Thompson for Buffalo. $89 out of 250. We got a deluxe of Thomas Novak going to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Going to Normand and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Rupe Hintz for the Dallas Stars. Anthony Stolars for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And a Frederick Brunette, Young Guns for Boston. Cale Makar for the Colorado Avalanche. Young Gun canvas of Devlin Kaplan for the Philadelphia Flyers. And a Tyler Toffoli for San Jose. All right, Cale Makar for the Colorado Avalanche, Lucas Raymond for Detroit, and a Michael Misa, Young Guns for San Jose. Wow, Misa and Dickinson in the same box. We knew San Jose was going to hit in this break. No Misa came out in the first two in the first two parts. So we knew this was going to happen. So Marine, goodbye on San Jose. Goodbye on San Jose. Got your money's worth. As soon as that second break finished, I was like, oh, okay, whoever got San Jose in this break is going to be very happy. And I saw that you bought it. You were like one of the first ones to buy it. So you played it right. Austin Matthews for the Toronto Maple Leafs, Artemi Panarin for New York Rangers, and Joey Decord for the Seattle Kraken. There we go. That was box number 4 of the break. Box 3 of the Series 2 hobby. We got one more box to go, guys. So just let me sleeve and top load these, and then we will move on to our final box of the break. Who knows what we're going to get in this one? I don't know what to expect in this last box, to be honest. We'll see. If you are keeping score at home, out of the case, that is 1 Schaefer Young Gun, now 1 Misa Young Gun. A lot of cases, you either get 2 of each, or like 2 of either Misa or Schaefer, so don't know. But then we also got a Tusky High Gloss 2 out of 10. So maybe that just compensate for any extra Schaefer or Misa Young Guns. We'll see. I only got the 1 checklist too. Oh, really? Oh, there you go. Well, you did pretty good on this one. Definitely take that. Two more top loaders here. Okay, guys, last box coming up. All right, guys, here we go. Good luck. Last box of the break. Last Series 2 hobby from the case. I wish I can get more. Well, I can get more, but it's going to be on an increased price. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but stores are now starting to sell them for about $190, $200 a box. So they have jumped up considerably from when release day happened. So not sure if we can do this again. I would love to, if I can source a cheaper case, but at $190 it might be a lot. Sorry. All right. Matthew Nyes for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, we got a retired canvas going to the Toronto Maple Leafs. Turk Broda. I think that's the first time I ever pulled a Turk Broda. Born in 1914. Wow. Sorry, guys. Jacob Chikrin for the Washington Capitals. Oh, is it? You're at the Golden Years. Oh, the Golden Years. I don't know why I read Golden Years. Golden Eyes game. I was thinking of going there, not today. Probably, I was thinking next week. I want to take my girls out to go watch them. Aiden Hill for the Vegas Golden Knights. Kiefer Sherwood for the Vancouver Canucks. Easton Cowan for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Young Guns. Brandon Hagel for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Bo Horvat for the New York Islanders. And a Jimmy Snuggerud for St. Louis. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said in the Fire breaks. I am coming off a cold. And I forgot to, I usually have a cough drop when I'm doing these things while I'm going through this, and I don't have one right now. All right, Jake DeBrusk for the Vancouver Canucks. Elvis Merzlikins for the Columbus Blue Jackets, and a Emmett Finney, Young Guns for Detroit. What? Okay. So this is the color version, and this is the black and white version. We got a black and white retired canvas of Turk Broda. I went from never ever pulling this guy to pulling him twice in one box. There you go, Toronto. Black and white canvas. Clayton Keller for the Utah Mammoth. Sam Dickinson for San Jose. Steven Stamkos for Nashville. Ricard Raquel for the Pittsburgh Penguins. And a David Tomasek, Young Guns for the Edmonton Oilers. All right. Last half. Good luck. We got a exclusives out of 100. 58 out of 100. Samuel Harrison for the Philadelphia Flyers. There's a print line on the left side there. Not sure if you'd see it. Just around there. Well, you can kind of see it. Anyways, that is going to Philadelphia. Going to Nick Stedman. Dustin Wolf for the Calgary Flames. And Seth Jarvis, Glow Up for Carolina. JT Miller for the New York Rangers. Richard will burn this card for you. Jake Gensel for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, Young Guns of Marshall Warren for the Islanders. Wrong guy. Sergei Bobrovsky for the Florida Panthers. Dazzlers. Jack Eichel for the Vegas Golden Knights. Mikko Rantanen for the Dallas Stars. All right, 3 more packs to go. Miro Heiskanen for the Dallas Stars. Alexis Lafreniere for the New York Rangers. And a Young Guns of Curtis Douglas, the newest Canuck. But this one's going to Tampa Bay. Last 2 packs. Silver Outburst. No, it's horizontal, so it's probably just a regular one. Elvis Merzlikins for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Max Domi for the Toronto Maple Leafs. And Silver Outburst of Brad Marchand for Florida. All right, last pack of the break. It's our last Young Gun. Tyler Bertuzzi for Chicago. Quinton Byfield for the LA Kings. And last card of the break, Charles Alexis Legault for the Carolina Hurricanes Young Guns. All right, that is the break, guys. All right, I will sleep these. Thank you all for joining this break. Really appreciate the fill, especially on these last 3 breaks. While I sleeve and top load these on the group, I posted a box of not posted. I posted an interest post about Stranger Things. So this came in last week. So just trying to figure out if the group was interested. It is one box, 10 cards per pack. Pretty limited edition stuff. There's one auto relic guaranteed and one relic guaranteed, plus a bunch of numbered cards. There's only 25 characters in the actual, like, 25 characters that they took from the show. So it's pretty limited stuff. Some of the autos, of course, if you hit like an 11 auto or any of the main characters, of course, those are probably like big money. You're welcome, Maureen. So yeah, I don't know how you guys want to do it. We could do like a hit draft, 10 cards per pack. Like there's only 25 in total, so even the base cards are, I mean, they won't be worth as much as your spot, but at least you can still get something out of it. And if you're a big fan, it's probably the last hobby box they're gonna make of this, I'm assuming. So give it some thought. I would love to, if you guys are interested, I'd love to break that for you guys. That'd be fun. Just not sure how to go about it. So yeah, so there's that. So hopefully, if you guys want to do it, we can definitely do it. I've seen some YouTube breaks of it. It looks pretty fun. All right, here are the cards that were in our that we're showing here displayed. We got a Silver Outburst Young Gun of Tristan Lennox for the New York Islanders. Ben Kindle for the Pittsburgh Penguins. One of our number cards that we hit, 113 out of 199, Cole Perfetti for the Winnipeg Jets. We got a Sam Dickinson, 45 out of 50 for the San Jose Sharks. And our biggest young gun from this half, or from this third, Michael Misa for the San Jose Sharks. All right, guys. Thanks again for joining. I really appreciate the support. We'll see what we can post for next week. There's nothing much in terms of hockey-wise coming out. If I can get some more Series 2, I will, but not at the prices that they're selling now. So I'll see if I can try to get it cheaper. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks again, guys.